The woods are beautiful, aren't they? Peaceful. But what happens when that serenity is broken? When something creepy, something disturbing, invades that tranquility? In this video, we're diving deep into the heart of darkness, exploring the creepiest things ever found in the woods. Prepare to be spooked as we uncover these chilling discoveries. From abandoned structures to unexplained phenomena, we'll unravel the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the canopy. So, gather round, turn off the lights, and prepare to venture into the unknown. Deep within the woods of rural Montana, a group of hikers stumbled upon a clearing. An unsettling silence hung in the air, broken only by the sound of their own footsteps. And then, they saw it. Nestled amongst the trees, almost concealed by overgrown vines, stood a dilapidated cabin. The wood was rotten and the windows were boarded shut. It looked as though it had been abandoned for decades. Despite the palpable sense of unease, the hikers couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. They cautiously approached the cabin, their senses on high alert. There, nailed to the cabin door, was a single solitary playing card, the Ace of Spades. Ignoring the warning sign, they pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside. The interior was dark and oppressive, the air thick with the smell of dust and decay. Cobwebs hung from every corner, and the floor was littered with debris. As they cautiously explored, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Imagine this. You're walking through the woods when you come across a clearing. In the middle, propped up against a moss-covered log, sits a doll. A porcelain doll, with big glassy eyes and a vacant stare. Dolls on their own can be pretty creepy, right? But there's something about finding one in the woods that sends a shiver down your spine. This particular doll wasn't just unsettling, it was downright eerie. Its once vibrant clothes were now tattered and faded, covered in dirt and grime. The porcelain skin was cracked in places, revealing the hollow darkness beneath, and those eyes seemed to follow your every move. The people who found this doll couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. Whatever the truth may be, finding that doll in the woods would be enough to send anyone running in the opposite direction. Imagine you're a park ranger patrolling the dense woodland trails of a national park. As you round a bend in the trail, you notice something strange. A set of footprints in the soft earth. The footprints are small, perhaps those of a child, and they lead off into the undergrowth. Concerned, you follow the trail. The footprints are fresh, made recently, and they weave through the trees, deeper and deeper into the woods. But then, just as abruptly as they began, the footprints stop. You look around, confused and uneasy. There's no sign of anyone, no indication of where the tracks might have gone. It's as if whoever made them simply vanished into thin air. The forest, with its ancient trees and hidden glades, has long been a place of mystery and reverence, but in the secluded depths of a remote woodland, a discovery was made that sent chills down the spines of even the most seasoned investigators. A group of hikers stumbled upon a clearing unlike any they had ever encountered. There, arranged in a precise and unsettling pattern, were the remains of several animals. Bones, picked clean and bleached white by the elements, formed a macabre circle in the center of the clearing. Skulls, their empty sockets staring vacantly at the sky, were positioned at regular intervals. Theories abounded, ranging from cults and secret societies to cryptids and creatures of folklore. Along a desolate stretch of highway that snaked its way through a dense forest, a legend was born. A legend whispered in hushed tones by locals and recounted in campfire stories. It was the story of the vanishing hitchhiker, a spectral figure said to haunt the road. Truckers reported fleeting glimpses of a figure standing by the roadside, thumb extended. But as they drew closer, the figure would vanish, leaving behind only an eerie silence. One chilling account told of a young couple driving along the highway late one night. The rain was coming down in sheets, obscuring the road ahead. As they rounded a bend, their headlights illuminated a lone figure standing by the roadside. A young woman dressed in a white dress, her long hair plastered to her face by the rain. The couple, feeling a pang of sympathy, pulled over. As the young woman got into the back seat, she thanked them profusely, her voice a soft whisper. Imagine venturing deep into the heart of a primeval forest, where towering trees cast long shadows and the air hums with the sounds of unseen life. As you push deeper into the woods, a sense of unease creeps over you, a feeling that you are being watched. And then you hear it, a faint whisper carried on the breeze, seeming to emanate from the very trees themselves. At first you dismiss it as the rustling of leaves or the call of a distant bird. But as you continue on, the whispers grow louder, more insistent. Stories of strange whispers and disembodied voices echoing through the woods have been told for centuries. In many cultures, these whispers are attributed to supernatural entities, spirits of the forest or ancient deities attempting to communicate with the living. Some believe that these voices are the echoes of past events, trapped within the very fabric of the woods. To stand alone in the depths of the forest, surrounded by the whispers of unseen entities, is to experience a primal fear. The old forest held many secrets, hidden beneath its verdant canopy and whispered on the wind. Among these secrets, none were more unsettling than the unmarked grave discovered deep within its shadowy embrace. A group of teenagers, their laughter echoing through the trees, stumbled upon a small clearing. The air hung heavy with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, but there was something else, a cloying sweetness that sent a shiver down their spines. As they ventured deeper into the clearing, they noticed a slight depression in the ground, almost completely hidden by a tangle of vines and overgrown foliage. Brushing aside the vegetation, they uncovered a crudely fashioned headstone, its surface worn smooth by time and the elements. There were no inscriptions, no names or dates to mark the resting place of whoever lay beneath. A sense of unease settled over the teenagers, a feeling that they were intruding on something sacred. As they stood there, the silence of the forest seemed to press in on them. Nestled amongst the towering pines of the Sierra Nevada mountains lies the Whispering Pines campground. By day, it's a haven for nature enthusiasts. But as darkness descends, it takes on a more sinister air. Visitors have reported strange occurrences, disembodied voices whispering their names, and the feeling of being watched. One group noticed the forest sounds changed. An unnatural silence replaced the usual noises, then a faint whisper pronouncing their names. The woods, with their tangled undergrowth and labyrinthine paths, have always held a certain allure for adventurers and thrill-seekers alike. But for some, the allure of the unknown can quickly turn to terror, as they find themselves hopelessly lost in the unforgiving embrace of the wilderness. Such was the fate that befell a group of hikers who ventured into the remote backcountry of the Appalachian Mountains. The campsite was eerily quiet, the only sounds the chirping of crickets and the distant call of a lone owl. A tattered tent stood askew, its entrance flapping gently in the breeze. Scattered around the campsite were the remnants of a hastily abandoned meal. As the hikers surveyed the scene, a sense of unease settled over them. It was clear that whoever had been camping here had left in a hurry, leaving behind their belongings. Where had they gone, and what had caused them to flee their campsite in such haste? Curiosity got the better of them, and they cautiously approached the tent. Deep within the sprawling wilderness of the Pacific Northwest, a chilling discovery sent shockwaves through the small community of Oakhaven. A lone hiker venturing off the beaten path stumbled upon a grisly sight. Concealed beneath a tangle of fallen branches and decaying leaves lay the skeletal remains of a human hand. The hiker, his heart pounding in his chest, stumbled backward. Scattered around the skeletal hand were other bones, bleached white by the elements. Within minutes, the tranquil forest was abuzz with the sound of sirens as police and rescue personnel descended upon the scene. The skeletal remains, scattered over a wide area, told a tale of violence, of a life brutally cut short. As we've journeyed through these chilling tales, we've only scratched the surface of the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the verdant canopy. The woods hold many secrets, some better left undisturbed, some whispered on the wind for those brave enough to listen. What creepy encounters have you had in the woods? Share your spine-tingling stories in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming explorations into the unknown.